Hi, this is Greta, and today I will be giving my commentary on my first ever short film, The Friend. Just a few notes before I dig into it. I will be doing some critiquing of the film because obviously it was my first film. It has its issues, but just wanted to say at the time that I made it, I thought it was absolutely terrible. It was so unprofessional. It could never be shown in public, ever, anywhere. And now looking back on it and having made a few things since then, I'm like, this is really actually one of the better things that I've made. And I can talk more about why that is when I do commentary on later videos. But part of it is I think in later videos I was just trying to do more stuff. And of course, I was in the middle of that learning curve and not doing the new stuff very well. This I kept very simple, and it actually came out pretty good. It's a kind of creepy little ghost story type movie. So anyway, let's get started. So yeah, shot on Canon XL1. I did not appreciate at the time what a good camera I had because it was an old and already outdated camera at the time I bought it. But it was actually, pretty good camera. And then edited on Windows Movie Maker, which no longer exists. Alrighty, first critique is, people, if you're gonna make a movie, clean your lens. My golly, that is awful. And I know right now it's supposed to look kind of old and grungy, but yeah, those spots stay on the lens throughout the entire film, and I did not even notice them at the time that I was filming. I didn't notice them till I went to edit. And of course, Windows Movie Maker, there was no way to remove any of that stuff, so it was what it was. But anyway, it doesn't take away too much from the enjoyment of the film, but yeah, it annoys me. And okay, here, so like I said, one of my better films, I think, because of like the way I used camera angles and stuff to create a mood. I kind of have forgotten to do that in some of my more recent stuff. I was shooting in full manual mode because I had just bought the camera, had no idea how to work it. So that was one of the things I hated about it when I first made it, was that you are not supposed to shoot in not full manual mode, full automatic mode, full automatic. And you're not supposed to shoot in fully automatic if you're trying to make a professional movie. But again, I did what I knew how to do at the time, and that was basically, write a story, shoot the story, and use camera angles to create mood, which I did. My stunning special effects, the ghost appears out of nowhere from behind the little brick column. This laughter I recorded on this cheap little MP3 player that I had that had a built-in microphone. This was recorded on the camera microphone. Again, I didn't have any sound recording equipment. It was very, very amateur, very, very beginner filmmaker.
Ready or not?
Weird little edit there. She's running and then she goes to walking. Again, something I learned in the process of making this movie. But really, the edits actually, I think, came out pretty good. I learned a lot about how to edit for continuity just from doing this one little movie. Because it was the first thing I'd ever edited. And really, I think most of it came out pretty good. So here we go. Here's our ghost. She's looking for her friend that she just met. They're playing hide and seek. Now this, again, you can tell it's fully automatic, but it actually works really well. The first time I looked at it, I didn't like the way the light shifted there, but now I kind of do. The way she goes from being fully lit to being a silhouette is actually really cool looking. Again, another, example of that there when it goes through the window. Again, camera angles, which I need to get back to getting creative with my camera angles. I've kind of forgotten about that in more recent projects. Here's a little bit of dialogue.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Again, using the camera mic, another one of the things that I thought made the movie highly unprofessional. But looking back on it now, it really wasn't that terrible. More stunning special effects here as we make the ghost. Well, you shall see, but I'm sure you can guess what's coming up. So there she is. We pan around, and my car is about to show up, and I'm going to go, oh crap, my car, start moving the camera faster, so hopefully the audience won't notice my car. and then continue going around until she's gone. Where did she go? And then here's more laughter that I recorded on the little crappy MP3 player. And then, of course, editing Windows Movie Maker. I don't remember how many audio tracks it gave, but I want to say it had to have been at least 3. Because I had the music and I had the laughter, and then, of course, there was the soundtrack that the camera recorded. And the way I got that, so my daughters were the 2 little actresses in the movie, and I just tickled her and made her laugh, and I recorded her laughing. So anyway, beautiful music that was completely royalty free. Go check it out. That website is still up. You can still download this music if you need to use it for one of your projects. And yeah, that's the end. So thank you for listening.